has made another one. You already know the thing. So, next topic we're going to get into, man like TY, ex-CGM member turned crocodile hunter. Obviously, as everyone knows, news is going viral right now. He's currently on trial with man like RACK5 for the unaliving of Stephen Morrison, R.I.P. Morrison. Obviously, he's the younger brother of the rapper Morrison. Now, it's all mad. We've got TY, you know, pointing the fingers on the stand, saying everything. Now, this is inevitable. I think everyone knew he was going to be singing from the start, but let's just get straight into the video, man. Let's do our little reactions, you know. Let's go. Big up man like Festify each and every time, man. Let's go.
People were definitely not expecting this. So the situation between these two rappers, both out of CGM, is turning very messy as the court case continues. So the victim in this case is Stephen Morrison, who died hours after being stabbed back on the 23rd of June 2020. The case is in the Old Bailey.
This happened all the way in 2020, you know. That's a mad thing as well, bro. Like, literally. All the way in 2020. And it's only now they're on trial for it. And they didn't even get grabbed until, like, what, 2025? That's what I'm saying. The feds didn't even have much evidence at the start, but then I swear at first they grabbed one of the girls, one of the one of the dancers at the video, and obviously you know how it is with the girls, they're not involved like that, so they're just gonna say, and then yeah, that's how it all fell apart. Let's keep it going though.
He was in a car and he was fatally stabbed after disrupting a music video shoot which involved snakes, a Komodo dragon the court had heard. So Stephen Morrison, 30, was allegedly attacked after irritating the filming crew and appeared to drive at them. He was later found seeking help at a petrol station, Epping Forest, Essex, on the 23rd of June, but died in hospital hours later. So we have Ty, 29, and also RACK5. They're both on trial at the Old Bailey, accused of murdering Morrison, who they have never met previously. Open trial is...
Obviously, all serious cases go to the Old Bailey. You get me? Well, London and that will go to the Old Bailey, so it's all mad. Let's go.
Said that Morrison's girlfriend noticed that he appeared to be on drugs when she saw him before the stabbing. Jurors were told that they crossed paths with a defendant named Yosh and Rax while driving the Vauxhall Corsa at Wake Valley Pond car park. The prosecutor said they had assembled a videographer, models and live reptiles used as props in their video. It was a matter of minutes that Morrison was fatally stabbed in the scene. So there was a witness to come forward days later because there was appeals being made on what happened. So someone called 909 to say that there was a video shoot and she had heard that RACK5 was responsible. She allegedly told the police that Morrison was approaching members of the filming group acting a bit weird, at one point banging his head on a large tree. He went on to drive at the members of the group, including the defendants, forcing them to jump back. The jurors heard the defendants.
So obviously, yes, got my like Morrison that came up to the video shoot and, you know, was getting on to them, moving a bit mad, and then they just had to, they didn't have to, but they popped off on him. And then as a result of that, all of this has now happened. Both on trial. You got, ex-members pointing the finger, telling the whole story on ex-friends. It's all mad. Now, I'll give my opinion on the whole thing after, so let's just keep it going.
Were confused and angry about what happened, but the witnesses said Morrison did not intend to hit them. She said that Ty punched or slapped him in the face, and RACK5 swung his arms towards Morrison, although the witness said that she had not seen a knife. Bare-chested Morrison had blood dripping down his neck, the jury was told, wound to left side of his torso by the time he reached a petrol station. He later died in hospital. Basically, Ty, who is currently on the left side of your screen in CGM, and RACK5 on the right. Ty is basically saying it is RACK5 that committed the murder they were on trial for. He has told the Old Bailey that his co-defendant told him that he had stabbed Stephen Morrison in Essex car park, but both men denied the murder, which took place during a video shoot. Ty, given evidence in the witness box, said he'd seen Heather throw his hands up at Morrison during an incident on the 23rd of June 2020, but assumed it was a punch. But when he had arrived at Powers Square in Ladbroke Grove, RACK5, known as Heather, told him he had stabbed him. Being questioned by his barrister...
Yeah, that's a mad thing, man. Imagine you're just sitting there and you're just hearing your brethren. Well, I can't even say your brethren anymore, but you're just sitting there just hearing, hearing all of this about yourself. And then the worstest thing is, obviously the trial's not finished yet, so it's just all speculation right now. But I don't think that RACK5 is going to be getting on the witness stand and giving his side. I don't even think it would be wise to, but even even if you don't, it's just kind of mad. You just got bare people, you just got everyone just pointing the finger at you like he did it, he did it, he did it, and then he's just sitting there, just looking at his lawyer like, told him I didn't do it. Like, it's mad. I don't think you can bust this. And this is the thing, I don't think none of them are busting this. Like, I think T.Y. is gonna do time as well. Like, you might get a couple years shaved off, but bro, you're gonna hold a sentence as well. That's the maddest thing about it, bro. But let's keep it going though.
Ty also said the following morning RACK5 told him, I need to go and plot off the team. Which obviously means go and dispose of the weapon because it is going to be evidence, go and put the knife somewhere. Mr. Gibb asked if Ty had believed that RACK5 had told him he had stabbed Mr. Morrison. I kind of doubted it because I hadn't seen any blood, but I don't think he would have said that. Ty's then girlfriend Crystal was in the car. Ty later said he had twice tried to persuade RACK5 to hand himself in. The first time was on the 24th of June 2020, the day after the stabbing, and the second time is after he'd been arrested on the 3rd of July. Ty earlier said he remembered someone saying at the start of the incident before he was stabbed, it's not the...
And that's mad as well, man. But I swear RACK5, he was in prison already as well when he got nicked for this thing. So yeah, it's all mad, man. For you to tell your brethren, nah, do you know what, I think you should go hand yourself in, and then you was there involved as well, like, bruv, I'll be looking at you mad. I'll be looking at you like, are you mad, fam? Let's keep it going.
Rapper Morrison is his brother, but said he does not remember who it was. Ty said also after that scuffle, someone in the crowd shouted cut, and he asked Ty what that meant. Ty replied his slang for run. Ty admitted he did not tell the truth about the full incident during interviews in 2020 and 2021. In 2024, he was told no further action would be taken against him, but in July 2025, he was obviously rearrested. Mr. Gibbs asked him about those July 2025 police interviews. In the first interview, did you tell them everything you could? No, he replied. In the last interview, did you tell them everything you could? Yes, he replied. Mr. Gibbs then asked why the prosecution...
See, stuff like that as well, like lying to the feds in the first interview and all of these things, that's going to go against, man, bro. The jury's just going to look at this like, rah. So you're just trying to save your own skin, like, all this time, bro. Like, that's just how I feel about it, innit? Like, there's too much factors in there that point at you as well. I'm talking about T.Y. as well, to not get nicked, like, to not do time as well. That's just how I feel about the situation. Not to say it's true, but that's just my take from the whole situation, you get me?
Witness Monique, who was at the video shoot incident, gave her evidence that she saw Ty punch or slap Mr. Morrison. He said she was mistaken and said that he didn't do anything like that and didn't even touch Morrison. Another thing in this case...
See, all of that is too much as well, bro. Like, you got one person saying, yeah, I hit him, but I only punched him. You got her saying, yeah, I saw him do something, but then, oh, wait, no, he didn't do nothing. Like, it's too much. There's too much inconsistencies, and nah, it just looks like you're just trying to point at a man like RACK5. That's mad. Let's keep it going.
This is very important. We actually do have a witness, Monique, the person actually given a lot of evidence in this case and coming forward to help with the details. Later told the police she believed that Heather Racks that we spoke about was responsible and allegedly heard him confess and say that this is my first M. So that is another important part of this case as well, where he's actually spoke about it to someone, but more is still happening in this trial. Ty's trying to get out of this situation and he's trying to say he didn't initiate a weapon being involved. Ty at one point was from the streets and around gang members, but just before...
But it'll be joining the enterprise because you still hit him and still, do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. It's mad. All of this talking for you to get joint enterprise might maybe get a manslaughter, but I don't know, man. Let's just keep it going anyway.
Before he got arrested in the months leading up to it, it seemed he turned his life around and was building an animal-focused platform, and people was giving him credit. He was interviewed on Sky News about changing his life around. So we know the situation around RACK5, known as Ellis Heathers, his real name.
That's what I'm saying, man. You turned your life around, started doing the right thing, built a platform, built a positive name for yourself. And it looks like now, after all of this, everyone's just thinking, right, it's because of this whole thing. They tried, trying to switch up paths and that, which it could be, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all to, go through something and then want to change your life around. That's not a bad thing, innit? But it's just, at the time, you're still at the videos and still doing this and that, so to just go against your brethren, one of your day ones, it just seems a bit mad to me. But that's just me, innit? Obviously, there's different people on different sides of the fence. Some people think that, yeah, because he's changed his life around, he's a civilian now, he didn't actually do it, so why should he do time for it? Bro, you're gonna do time for it because you was involved in the whole thing anyway. Like, they didn't even do it, but because you was there, you're going jail as well. That's mad. But let's keep it going.
He's a 23-year-old UK drill rapper that was already jailed for 7 years and 9 months in July 2023 for firearm offences. In October 2022, plainclothes Met police officers in Ladbroke Grove spotted a black Mercedes with Heather in the front passenger seat wearing an open-faced balaclava. They tried to stop the car, which sped off briefly, and Heather jumped out and fled on foot through the Kensington streets. Police chased down and detained him in a residential garden, and they found a handgun, originally a blank firing pistol, capable of firing live rounds, with 6 loaded bullets found nearby in undergrowth. Forensic linked him, so he was already in prison, and now he's had this case on top catch up with him as well. Whereas Ty was the opposite, he was awaiting this situation to come to light and trying to change his life around in the process. I'm not sure what kind of reward he's going to get for cooperating with the police. There's obviously going to be time off the sentence, but this is a guilty by participation of the situation, and him being there and actually getting involved in the fight has to be proven as well. But there's a lot of stuff like these two rapping lyrics about stabbing us together. The rule of joint enterprise is going to be hard to completely get out of here, but Ty is giving a full account of what happened. These guys have had numerous lyrics talking about violence and stabbings, but they've been doing that for years. It wasn't after the Morrison situation they started doing it, or before. They've been doing it the whole time. It is.
Yeah, that's true. So it's not like, obviously this whole thing happened and they started rapping like that now, man. It's been happening like the drill rappers, in it is what it is. Well, no. It's just a whole mad situation, and obviously everyone's just looking at TY right now, just, you know, spilling all the beats, talking on the stand, which, if that's what he feels is right to do, then that's what he feels is right to do, innit? Who are we to say anything? Obviously, we can only speculate and give our opinions. These men are the ones that's actually living it. It's actually going through it.
Both. So this is evidence would be hard to prove because they've always talked about violence, and obviously there has been lyrics about certain situations referenced and blurred out, like many drill rappers do.
Commotion. Next time think twice when approaching, have my black dudes red when I poked it. I was sitting in my soldiers pissed off, thinking that shit's so kicked off. Had no idea there's kids out there with a hand thing on smoke when I blow one of their wigs. 015 when I taped off, 016 when I taped off, 017 taped again. Next 2 years spent my life in cold bars. 019 left taped off, and I left 021. I kept it calm, but the year after I bought a new.
It's saying as well that Stephen Morrison, the victim in this case that we've been discussing, before had been taking cocaine and ketamine. So in this situation, the guy could have just been off his face, and what happened to him was brutal. It could have just been a simple fist fight in a car park where knives are involved. It's sad. People have families and lives are lost. Obviously, the story's been massive as well because rapper Morrison is his brother that's involved. He's been grieving in this situation. The process can take years to go to court. The situation, it seems like, has been ongoing.
Yeah, now rest in peace to Steve Morrison, man. He was entertaining on Snap and that still, I'm not gonna lie. He had some legendary snaps as well. You can still find them on YouTube and that. Boy, it's just a sad situation all round, I'm not gonna lie. Literally, that's why, you know, it's best for people to just make your bread, make your bread how you're making your bread. If it's content, if it's music, whatever, just do your thing and stay out of the way, man. Like, it's not worth it. Because now look, this is like a 20 minimum. This is big numbers they're gonna do. And you know, over what? It's not even like they didn't even go out looking for nothing. It weren't even up to them like that. It's just a situation that happened. Sad, man. Let's keep it going.
Forever because there was an appeal to even find out what happened. At first it was released under investigation and it seemed like it was going to be dropped, and the police obviously found more evidence to link it to these guys, and the rapper Morrison has been grieving, the family have been grieving,
and everything that we'd been through and why we felt unappreciated by each other. We covered everything. I told him I was going to help him with his music and I was going to pay for his rehab. I also told him, you're powerful and capable. When you go rehab, you're going to come out and I'm going to help you get a record deal. He's a good artist. He's an entertainer. He's more for the cameras than I am. We laughed and joked together. All the stuff that had bothered us in the past had gone and we was just brothers again.
Right now, from what I can see, it doesn't seem like RACK5 is going to be testifying or standing up in the dock and giving his side of the account. So the best account they have is from Ty, unless he's going to be made out to be a liar in this case, as it is still continuing. Anything that Ty pretty much says is going to be blamed on RACK5. And obviously the most notable member out of CGM is Diggy D.
Yeah, literally. I think probably the best situation for RACK5 is just to not say nothing. Just let the jury do their thing, and, you know, let the barristers and that, because yeah, he said too much different things. And one police interview you're saying this, and the next one you're saying this, like, so, you know, they're gonna take all of that into account. But it's mad, man. It's just a sad situation all around, bro. I'll be so real, literally.
A famous rapper out of the UK, and he's responded by playing that famous K Coke verse about this situation. He was once friends with both of them. He's had a case with Ty before in the past, and he put up there.
I talk and who I talk to. Come on, you grew up with to have you in the courtroom. Cause friends tend to fakes tend to snakes. Then the snakes hate and start talking to the jakes. Life ain't a game, life ain't the same. F it, I'ma ride till I got shots up in my.
At the end of the day, everything aside about the politics between rappers and who is involved, someone died in this situation that has a family. And now that Ty is cooperating and giving his account and standing up in the dock and talking about what happened, we should get a full account of what actually happened to Stephen Morrison on that day. This situation could have been solved without knives involved. The case is still in the Old Bailey as I speak right now. There's be more stuff to come out. What happens to Ty if he gets off of it, which I highly doubt. He is involved some.
Yeah, big up man like Festify each and every time, man. Trust me. Obviously the case is still ongoing, so we're gonna be, you know, reacting to the next piece of transcripts that come out and whatever. It's mad. It's like I said before, it's a sad situation all around. But TY has obviously changed his life around now. He's obviously not on that stuff. He's gone civilian now. So let me know in the comments, is he justified in doing what he's doing? Is he justified in pointing the finger at RACK5? Or should he have just kept it solid and not said nothing? Should he have just, you know, kept it hush, no comment all the way? Me personally, I just feel that the more you say, the more evidence they have. The less you say, the less evidence they have. So obviously, you've pretty much just told them everything that happened. You just like, they had the puzzle there, you just put all the pieces together. And now they're just looking at the picture like, okay. And then the picture turned out to be RACK5. Like, that's just mad. But that's just my little opinion on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think he's justified for doing what he's doing because he's turned civilian now? Or do you think he should have kept his mouth shut because he wasn't really that civil back then? That's about it from me though. I'm out. Brownin cute, the sweetest though. She kept it real when I kept it show. She put the mother man on hold and said it's for life, that means to wear old. She loves my smile, it's bright as gold. I love her shape and the way it pokes, the way that it clap when she throw it back, it goes left to right like a metro.